Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming, and something to me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon today. I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of MajorMinor. So yeah, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel, get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. Oh, excuse me. PB doesn't sit down with us. Instead, he hovers above the table looking down. So first, we need to talk about repairs. He slams his fist down on the table. The sound echoes to the tavern and people stare. This is a little bit before we left off in the last video, because the save system in this game, I hate it. It's not great. I like to be able to save wherever I am. But anyway. Repair. Oh, yes, repairs. Oh, yes. Okay, we're okay. I think we are alright. Yes. We're a little close. We're pretty close to where we were. Let's see if we can just get through this real quick. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Yeah, this is right before they meet that other guy. The one who Endymion does not want to meet. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Okay. We're on an important mission this time. We'll be compensated greatly. Please, just give us some more time. Aren't you always on an important mission? Well, yeah. But none have been as important as this. We've been hired by the king himself. Is that so? It really is. PB then sits down across from the three of us. Alright, start talking. Well, it's kind of confidential. Confidential as in non-existent? You're obviously just buying time. The king would never work with assassins. PB sharply inhales as if he's about to yell, but Endymion quickly cuts him off. Is he scared? No, please. No need to call him here. Fine. You win. I'll tell you. But you have to promise you'll wait. Depends on how good your story is, I suppose. A few moments pass, and then Endymion stares at me. Savior. Feel free to wander while I explain. No need for you to hear all this again. That much was true. There's no reason to stay. I feel like I've heard this a million times by now. I couldn't help but notice PB's ears perk up, especially at the mention of the word savior. I slowly stand up and start to walk away. I can hear a few key words before I'm out of earshot. He's definitely telling PB the same story he told me. I approach the center of the tavern with slight anxiety. All the eyes are upon me, watching me. Normally this would be scary, but it feels different. Was I truly the savior of all these people? What would I do to help them exactly? I only knew a little of the power within me. I wasn't quite sure I would use it to save Terra. There had to be something more to this power. Perhaps something more to this situation. I feel like I haven't been told everything, or at the very least, Endymion and Conrad haven't. It's so secret that even they haven't been told? They were like the left and right hand of the king. I scanned the bar one final time, making eye contact, but the people quickly turn away, as if in fright. I see a forlorn look in their eyes. I can tell that life for them is less than stellar. It fills me with determination to change this world. One day, they would wear faces of true happiness. Once I speak to the king, I'll probably go to the Ark. We'll need to discuss our next move pretty quickly, so I guess the only thing I can do for now is wait. I spot Fidget standing at the bar with a barmaid, or perhaps the barmaid, as I haven't seen any others. I decide to approach him for the time being. It's probably better to stick with familiar faces. Oh, wow, she's cute. Is she a Kelpie? No, Fidget! Soft circular motions! Otherwise you risk scratching the glass. Sorry, Trish. I was just doing it how PB taught me. Hey, let's not forget the important facts. The clumsy barmaid. Okay. Hey, let's not forget the important facts. Remember who the head barmaid is? You are. Indeed. Maybe she's a horse of some kind? Equine creature? I don't know. Indeed, so let PB teach you PB things. I'll teach you barmaid things. Got it? Got it. Fidget smiles widely and starts cleaning glassware. Once I'm closer, I formally introduce myself. Fidget puts out his hand, but immediately retracts it. Did he have something against shaking hands? Trish looks at him and then looks at me. She immediately puts her hand out to shake mine. Unfortunately, she forgot she was holding a glass cup. It drops to the ground and shatters loudly. Apparently, shaking my hand was more important to her. Hey, I'm Trish, the local Master Barmaid. Second, y'all. It is indeed water time. Oh, yeah. That's good. But I like to teach my trade on the side. Fidget is my latest student. Master Barmaid? That was a self-proclamation for sure. Something tells me this is going to end horribly. I have flashbacks of Rook teaching Jade his humor. She doesn't clean up the broken glass. Instead, she just takes a few steps to the side. Wow, I'm not sure how to take that. I'm teaching Fidget to be the best. He wants to make his mom super proud. That is, when she comes back, I mean. I'm gonna be the best barmaid ever! When Mom comes back, she won't recognize me! I think he means bartender. Barmaid is the female nomenclature. And what did he mean by comes back? Did PB and Fidget's mother go somewhere? I mean, if you identify as female, then you would be a barmaid. Trish reaches out and pets the top of his head. He perks up and looks incredibly happy at this. Both just forgotten about the broken glass. I hope she comes back soon. I've been waiting for a really long time. Trish lets out a nervous giggle and looks at me. She takes out another glass and starts cleaning again. So, what brings you here? I saw that you came with those two men. Most people say that they attract trouble. I laugh nervously as well, but for a different reason. I tell her that they're taking me to meet the king. That, and check their mail while filing my papers. Wow, you're gonna meet King Velasquez? I'm so jealous, can I come with you? I haven't seen him since I was a kid. Maybe he'll know where my mom is. Fidget, calm down. Don't be like that. It's rude to impose yourself on others. You should apologize to Karis. Oh, sorry. I just got a little excited. I thought he might know where Mom is. He's so old, he knows all sorts of things. I feel bad. If it weren't for Trish, I'd say yes. He seems really dedicated to finding his mother. Dedication is something you have to respect nowadays. If the situations were reversed, I'd have asked too. So, they're checking the mail? I see that involves chatting with PB. She tilts her head in the direction I came from. I see PB yelling and flailing his arms around. It's like he's lecturing them pretty fiercely. He gets like that often. He flies off the handle so easily, but you learn to love it, I guess. Endymion and Conrad proceed to wave me over. I cut the conversation with Trish and Fidget short, but I let them know we'll continue it later. I had too many questions to just stand them up. Like, where did Fidget's mother go, for example? I also wanted to learn more about the tavern as well. And it would be best to learn from an unbiased source. I don't believe that Fidget and Trish know my identity. They treat me just like anyone else who came here. I couldn't say the same of Endymion and Conrad. They're definitely biased in their service to the king. Yet I'm still unsure how this affects the situation. Sounds good. You know where to find us. Yeah, in the heaping pile of broken glass. I walk back towards Endymion, Conrad, and PB. But out of the corner of my eye, I see someone staring. They scope out my route and quickly intercept me, almost like they don't want me to get there. So many characters in this. Normally I would have been surprised, but not today. I've constantly been bumping into people as of late. I stop in my tracks so I don't come crashing into him. For a moment, I'm glad I did. This man is massive. He could probably rip me in two with his sheer strength. Oh, shit, he's huge. You. He looks down at me. Suddenly, I'm filled with fright. Your friends talk loudly. They want to hide your role as the savior. Their volume contradicts this desire. Second, y'all. Water time. His voice is very deep, and his accent is thick, like what you'd expect from a band of tribesmen. Wherever he's from, he's not from around here. Ah, so let's do something a little more... a little more exotic. Yep, I'm gonna default to my, my other thing that I do. Alright. Tell them to keep their mouths shut. Could get them into very big trouble. Trouble that is otherwise easily avoided. He grips his axe as if to threaten me. A time like that comes, I will be there. I offer protection in exchange for money. That is, when I'm not babysitting PB. Him and his brother need constant watch. I sell my services in my spare time. You'll know where to find me, Karis. So, he's the guardian of PB and Fidget? This must be who PB threatened to get involved earlier. If that was the case, I don't blame Endymion's reaction. Oh, sorry for not introducing myself. I feel a little out of place here. That's better. You can call me Righty. I run the Mercenaries Guild here on Terra. He extends his arm to shake mine. I do so in turn. He has a grip that's more than firm. If he tried, he could easily break my hand. I'm known here as a protector. My services are costly but worthwhile. I guide people along their paths in life. I'm not sure I heard everything, but Your path seems to be quite the arduous one, so I'm sure you'd benefit from my help. You should keep your identity more secret, and Damien and Conrad have been loud about it. It could attract a certain kind of person. Those who would hold you for ransom, or do other unimaginable things. I can't be the only one who overheard, so you must assume that other people know. To that end, I have a proposition. Meet me in the wine cellar whenever you can, and do make sure to come alone, alright? We need to be away from some watchful eyes. Without another word, he walks off. His large steps shake the floor beneath me. My heart is beating like a drum. I don't think I've ever seen a man so imposing. I continue my walk over to Endymion and Conrad and PB, but I'm still open to getting interrupted again. I have a habit of bumping into random people lately.
So, I see you met Righty. Always eager to sell his services, but at least he's able to make money.
PB glares at Endymion and Conrad.
Hey! You said you'd be okay with waiting. Unless you just conned the story out of us. And that wouldn't be cool at all, PB. Oh, yeah, the Savior. A guarantee for prompt renovations. I hope for your sake that the story is true. If I don't get my money like they promised, I'll get Righty involved here pretty quick. And he's not kind to those who cross me. Hey now, there's no need for that. We have no reason to lie. We mean it. I guess we'll see, won't we?
PB trots off towards Trish and Fidget. I wouldn't be surprised if he yells at them next, or if he accidentally steps in that broken glass carpet. So, that was Righty. We kind of almost worked with him. He was going to be the third assassin, but as you can tell, it didn't work out. He branched off to form his own unit. I guess you could say he's our rival. We fight against him more often than not. He steals a lot of our business. You know, with us having to kill someone, he'll sell his services to protect them. That's why we haven't killed anyone lately. And Velasquez is giving us different work. Kind of like the Plier scheme. And you. I'm not sure what Righty wants with you. He probably just sees a chance for money. I don't like those types of people. Wait, don't y'all just kill people for money? So, you're a hypocrite.
I'll bet that he wants you instead. Velasquez has promised lots of money, an amount that Righty can never deny. Be wary of what he tells you. His lust for gold could mean subterfuge. He'll frighten you into feeling vulnerable, and that's when he'll give you his pitch. He's a great salesman, that's for sure. But Conrad and I, on the other hand, we have nothing to hide from you.
Fucking bullshit! You're assassins!
If he wants to meet you, by all means. I have some mail to check in the meantime, as well as some immigration papers to file. I suppose I'll be seeing you later then.
I'll just be here, twiddling my thumbs. I don't get to be involved in anything fun. Well, I mean, not that checking mail is fun. Oh, one more thing, though. If Righty wants to team up with us, tell him to go find his own savior. Second, y'all. Water time. He's always after a huge sum of money, but he'll pretend that's not the case. I bet he'll want to mend things with us. And at that, I'd laugh in his face. It's business, and we're rivals. I'm not doing anything with that man again. I nod. I wasn't aware they had a history like this, but suddenly some of their actions made sense. It seems like everyone here was related in some way. They all had pasts that intertwined with one another. I start to walk in the same direction as Righty. I hope that this cellar would be easy to find, and sure enough, it actually is. I see a large wooden door with a drawing taped to it. It's a cartoon wine bottle with arms and legs. Upon closer inspection, it has a wide, beaming smile. In the corner, it says, "This is my best friend," and underneath that, it's signed by Fidget. That's cute. Perhaps I'll compliment him later, but... excuse me, but for now, I was on a mission of importance. I opened the wine cellar door and begin my descent, my mind filled with doubts at what Righty could want. Would you like to save your game? Yes, and I'm actually going to save the video right here. Stop the video right here. Alright. There we go. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!